Hi, I'm Gail and welcome back to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com. Today we're going to make a low-carb Parmesan chicken fingers. They're not chicken tenders, but they're chicken breasts that I've cut up into strips, and we're going to do them on the barbecue today. Normally I do them in the oven, but I also try and do stuff outside when it's hot. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make them. So I had 3 chicken breasts. This one's a little larger than the other 2. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to slice them to make tenders, chicken fingers. Very simple. You make long ones, you can make short ones, that's all up to you what you want to do. Okay, now I'm going to put them on my plate and we'll go to the next step. Now we're going to take a cup of finely shredded Parmesan cheese and a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of parsley, a quarter teaspoon of pepper, and a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. Now we're just going to mix this all up, and then I've got another pie dish here that I have half a cup of melted butter, and what we're going to do is we're going to dip the chicken pieces into the butter, then we're going to dip it into the Parmesan with the spices, and then we're going to put it on our tray and put it on the barbecue and cook it there. Many a time I've done it in the oven, but this time I'm doing it on the barbecue so that you know that you can also cook on the barbecue and keep the house cool down when it's summertime. So you'll see that I have my half a cup of butter melted, and then I have my Parmesan. So I've got a pan that works well on the barbecue, and it's specifically for the barbecue, and you'll see on one side it's got the lines, which really works well with steaks and stuff if you want it to look a little fancier, and then I have the plain side, but I'm just putting foil on it because I just don't want it to stick anymore, and it keeps the pan a little bit cleaner. So I'm just going to take chicken pieces and we're going to put them in the butter, and then we'll put them in the Parmesan and then onto the pan. So I will do that to all of them, and then we will get the barbecue heated up and we'll get it cooking. So I have 3 little pieces left, and I had to sprinkle a little bit more Parmesan into my bowl because my dish because I did not have enough. I was short a little bit, and that's easily done. I didn't add any more spices or anything. I'm just throwing the Parmesan on it. So I've got these 2 more little pieces to do. I have some extra butter, so you could use a little less butter, and we are just going to finish this up. So I've got the barbecue on approximately 350. I'm putting that on the grill, and all I'm doing is closing it up, and I will check it in 15 minutes. So I put the timer on the oven in the house for 15. So it's been 15 minutes. It's going to take a little bit to get them off of the foil. I've already loosened up this one. The ones that are in the butter are quite easily done, but the ones that don't have a lot of butter on them, it's a little harder. So I'm just going to take my time and turn them over, and I'm going to leave them in for another 15. Well, I just took the chicken fingers off of the barbecue, and honestly I struggled, and I want to be honest with you so that you know when I make my boo-boos or whatever, you can correct them by not doing what I do. I've done this in the oven many a time with the foil, and I haven't had them stick this way, but on the barbecue it stuck like crazy. but they're still really good. It was just it was a pain. So this is actually a Teflon pan. I thought I'd just put the foil on to save, but it didn't really work very well. So I think I just use the Teflon next time. But it's really nice to put them on the barbecue so you're not heating up the house in the summer. So anyway, let's try it and see how they turn out. Well, let's try these low-carb Parmesan chicken fingers. They are delicious. They really are. It's got great flavor. And I ended up cooking them on the barbecue for approximately 25 minutes. I flipped them over after 15. Now the foil, I was really disappointed with that. If you have a Teflon pan to put on the barbecue, that would work a lot better, I guess. I'll just have to try that myself just to make sure. But I did struggle getting it off of the foil. They're delicious. I think you're going to enjoy them, and it's so much nicer to be able to put them on the barbecue instead of heating up the house, which I've repeated a couple of times in this video. So if you go to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com, try this recipe and try some of my other ones. I'm sure you're really going to enjoy them. You take care. I'll see you soon. Bye now.